Our football program, since Coach Bartlett's been here and now Keevers, has been a very, very diverse program, from different kids from different backgrounds, from staff members with the same. And we've always done a great job of understanding that everyone might be from somewhere different, um, different socioeconomic background, religion, ethnicity, but we're all here for the same goal. Play together. We don't see color, we don't see any of that when we're on the field, when we're in the meetings, and it doesn't make our decision who plays. Our guys are family oriented. We don't have a Greek life here, so the football team is a brotherhood that they take everybody by the wayside, pull guys along, and help guys grow from their freshman year to senior year. And it's kind of funny when you see these guys meet new friends and meet different people, and the guys that become best friends that you would never assume they would be ahead of time, but at the end of the day, they end up becoming best friends during their weddings.
Diversity and inclusion means a lot to me in respect to our department in providing the opportunities that we are able to provide for the many diverse populations that we support in our student athlete population at UND. For example, one thing that sticks out in my brain and always has is we were able to take a group of tennis student athletes that were at the national tournament in Arizona to the Grand Canyon. Taking those programs, which are 98% international students, to see the Grand Canyon is essentially a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for those student athletes. And to be able to show those student athletes from Europe and, Central America, South America, the Grand Canyon, which is a very American landmark, I thought was just a really, really cool experience, and a really cool experience to be able to provide to that group.
I mean, being on the swim and dive team to me is probably one of the best things that happened to me at university. You know, coming from the Caribbean, so I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, coming to a country where I had no clue of the culture or ideals, and coming on this team to meet athletes from the US and also Europe and Africa, um, it's it's been helpful and great experience for me, honestly. I think that uh, UND Swim and Dive team is the most inclusive team at UND, I think, and I believe the coaches do that to promote a sense of uh, not to say having anyone feel different from the other. They bring each and everyone together regardless of race, religion, um, gender. So I think to me uh, it's something that I love about this team.
We have people from all different parts of not just the country, but the world, people who look different, people who have different beliefs, both politically and religiously. But the important thing is that we all respect each other and that we all love and care for each other. And one thing we've talked about from a basketball program is that we always preach family. And if we're really going to be a family, what better example can we be for the rest of the world if we have all these people in our program with different backgrounds, with different makeups, with different beliefs, etc., and to support each other and to have a mutual respect for one another, regardless of what those differences are. I think that's the best example that we can give is just lead by example and have the way we treat each other and the way that we interact with each other and the way that we support each other be an example for the rest of the world.
So I think that something that I personally want to work on is listening and learning. I'm very cognizant that I am a white woman, and that I don't necessarily know the experiences of a black woman, of a black male, even of a white male. And uh, I need to learn. I need to be educated, and I understand that. And I think that the space we're living in now is providing a terrific experience for that. And I think we're very fortunate to have so many great voices on our campus, within our conference, within the student athlete population of our nation, to be able to bring these issues forward and really allow people like me to learn and to see different perspectives and be able to then understand those perspectives a little bit more.
I'm a jokester, so um, I whenever I'm around anyone, be it international or someone from here, I always crack jokes. I I speak in my own dialect, to like confuse other people, and they enjoy it. They always ask, oh, like, what does that mean? They love learning about other cultures, and I think that's really important, because most of us come to the US um, as I don't want to say strangers, but uh, we're not affiliated to, all right, say for training, we wouldn't do the same things as this team would do back home or vice versa. So I mean, I, for myself, I'll say I always try to talk to each and every one. I don't look down upon one person and look up at the next. I try to treat everyone equally, because I mean, once you do that, there's no bias towards anyone and no kind of hate.
Actively, there has been some key points, unfortunately, in recent history, since me taking over the program in April, where we need to have some group conversations. And what we did was we opened up a forum where coaches expressed discomfort and voicing unacceptability for things that have gone on socially amongst our team. And we opened the floor for our student athletes to have a voice and be able to share with everybody what they are thinking and what they are feeling at the current time. And we've done that more than once, probably 2 or 3 different occasions where we felt it was appropriate, given the current climate of things. And it was really helpful and beneficial because it gave an outlet for some of our young men to voice how they're feeling, but also let everybody in our program know that there's a general care and understanding for what's really going on in the world.
I played here, so it was the same thing for me. You meet guys from Ohio, guys from all over the place, from Chicago, from different areas, and you just kind of bond with the guys that you would normally not think to bond with. And um, our staff promotes that. We put guys in positions to meet other people. Back in the day, we had a Big Brother program, so old guys would pull up young guys. We don't have that anymore, but our team does it by itself. Our culture is pretty strong that way. Our guys, we have really good kids on our team. I understand it's bigger than one individual. It's bigger than race and all the outside problems. If we can do this together, we have a good chance to be successful.
We actually just recently, at the beginning of this year, started a student athlete diversity and inclusion committee on our campus. And we are talking about different topics on our campus, things that may need change, things that have been done the same way for many years and may need to be brought up into our times and may need to be more cognizant of diversity and inclusion and allowing more people access, and just different ways people say things and different ways people put things out there, and just being very cognizant of those things. Our campus as a whole is working on a diversity and inclusion coalition as well through our diversity and inclusion officer, Amber Smith. She's put together a group that is campus wide as well. So we are, our campus is trying very hard to evolve and to make change and to really support and include everyone and make this a terrific place for everyone to be a part of.
We hear all the time, what I try to do as a coach is do individual meetings to get a pulse of the team, how the team's doing, but just how everybody's doing in general, non-basketball related. And we do team settings too, where we have team meetings and talk about non-basketball related stuff. And one common thing that we keep hearing about is closest team we've ever been on, closest group of guys I've ever been around, most comfortable we've ever been around the staff. We hear all those things all the time, which makes me feel really good as a program that we're cultivating an environment where people feel comfortable, especially in a time when there's been social injustice, the COVID pandemic. There's been a lot of changes and a lot of uncertainty in the world. So the fact that our student athletes are voicing that they feel so comfortable and like the environment that they're in makes me very happy. And again, I think that just shows that what we can do is lead by example. I think the best way to lead is by example, and hopefully people see what we're doing and the culture and environment we have, and hopefully not just, you know, in our city, but hopefully in our state, our country, and the world, people take notice and follow suit.